We have, today is what, October
22nd.
22nd, so we have something coming up pretty soon that is very popular in the world. And of course being Halloween. And we know how much everybody out there enjoys Halloween, how they really partake of it. It's going on in the schools, it's going on in all the neighborhoods. Soon we'll see all the symbols of Halloween put up everywhere, won't we? And you know, people wonder, why is it that many followers of Christ don't keep Halloween? And some understand why, and others sort of just avoid it without knowing all the real reasons. So I thought today I would try and give you some biblical foundation for some of the reasons why we honor God and don't honor these things. Now, help me a little bit with some questions on Halloween. What are some of the costumes that people dress up in? Okay, devils. What else? What other? Vampires. Okay, some people. Gory stuff. Like what else? Ghosts. Witches. Yeah. Zombies. The dead. All right. Wow, that's a lot of things. You guys really came up with a lot of different things.
Or sometimes guys just a material. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, what does a ghost represent?
The
A
dead.
dead spirit or dead person? Yeah. And a zombie, what would a zombie be?
Somebody who physical.
Sorry?
A corpse.
Kind of like a corpse walking around. So dead, kind of dead, not dead? Whatever. All right. And witches, all these kinds of things. These are all associated with Halloween, right? So, does anybody know any other ways that Halloween is referenced? All Saints Day. Sometimes it's called All Saints Day, right?
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead. That's right. It's also called the Day of the Dead. Okay. Well, it became called All Saints Day in the 9th century when the Pope started a day called All Saints Day because there was so much practice of these things in the Roman Church that he felt, well, we better have another way of worshiping this to make excuse for the continuation of this. But it's a very, very, very old festival. Goes way back in history, way back in time. And you know, there are certain festivals that are very ancient. Now, does anybody know, besides the world that keeps this, who really thinks that this is a great holiday? Well, okay, you're saying the devil. All right, that's an interesting answer. And what other people that practice certain things would think this is a...
People which they have in tradition.
Yes.
Some societies, they have their own gods, like,
Right.
you know, it's not God, but you know, they're worshipping something.
Yeah, there's definitely people who worship other gods than the Creator God.
Yeah.
And to them it's a very high day, and I heard an answer from the back that witches consider this a special day. As a matter of fact, it is their most high day of all the year, and they have more than one, but it is considered a very, very important day for them, the Day of the Dead. All right, so when Israel...
Don't people sacrifice children?
Okay, I heard that too. Now when, and I think I'll try and touch on that. Yeah. When Israel...
We just have to see, because we have a chance. God is giving us opportunities.
That's
to
right.
teach them, you know, something good, which is good for all societies, and we just have to...
Exactly. It's a day when we have a chance to show that we're a little bit different. So let's talk about that. But let's go back in time, and thanks for all your answers, appreciate that. Let's go back in time. Now Israel, when they were in Egypt, God called them out of Egypt to be separate from Egypt, to be different people from the Egyptians. What kind of things did the Egyptians do that God wanted Israel to be different from?
Idol.
Yeah, they worshipped all their own gods too.
They made idols.
They made idols, that's right. And they made pyramids, and in the pyramids they would keep their dead kings, right? So the dead was very important to them as well. In fact, in the early nations, Egypt and other nations around there was practice of worshiping the dead. And isn't it interesting that when Moses gave the Israelites certain laws, he told them that not to touch dead bodies, either human or animal, because they were unclean. Unclean. And unclean meant that they had to be washed very thoroughly, and that they'd have to have a priest do certain things to bring them back into a state of being clean again. So dealing with the dead, in fact, for the Israelites was unclean altogether. And it was an unclean practice. It was a practice that was not condoned by God. God took no pleasure in this type of thing. And all the nations around, however, did have an interest in these kind of things.